Hey guys, how's everybody tonight? I hope well. I'm doing great, and I'm going to talk to you today about cognitive flow and just what is it and how can we foster it in the classroom, what sort of benefits does it have, all that good stuff. So I'm going to try and keep the video short, but on task. So first of all, what is cognitive flow? It's kind of where you become so immersed, so completely, totally engrossed in the activity that you're doing that you're free from outside distraction. You don't notice, the noises in the hall. You don't, pay attention to anything. Just the activity that you're working on. So it could be anything. It could be educational. It could be recreational. Whatever it is. You're in the moment. And so we can easily see as a teacher how that would be beneficial if you could encourage and kind of foster that level of cognitive flow in the classroom. So for me personally, one thing that I really enjoy that, where I experience cognitive flow is when I go to work out. I'm in the gym probably 4 days a week. And while I'm in there, I just kind of lose track of time. My workouts typically go from anywhere from probably 45 minutes up to an hour and 15 minutes or an hour and 20 minutes, depending on what I'm doing for the day and just kind of how hard I want to push things. And so, but the point is, it all kind of feels like the same amount of time to me while I'm in there. I don't really notice the difference, whether it's 45 minutes or an hour and 15 minutes. I just kind of do what I'm doing. I go in and that's it. When I'm there, I'm in the moment, and when it's time to go, then brain turns back on again. And so, yeah, we can. That's one example of it. But we can easily see why that would be beneficial, for a teacher in the classroom, if you can keep your students focused on their work, and they will learn more. And so that's kind of the idea. So a couple of I found some really good information in my research for this video, and I'm going to put the citations in the submission box. But one of them was from it's published by the Greater Good magazine, which is done by the science department at UC Berkeley. And so some of the tips that they recommend for fostering positive cognitive flow in the classroom is to challenge the kids, but don't overwhelm them. And so in doing so, they kind of get a reward that when they figure things out, they get that sense of accomplishment, and that's a very good thing. It keeps them motivated. Also to make assignments feel relevant to the kids, to their lives. So in doing this, the kids can see how the knowledge is applicable and why they should pay attention, why they should learn it, and that sort of thing. And so that definitely encourages that. To encourage choice is also a good option. So if you're encouraging choice, you're giving the students some sense of control over what they're looking at, what they're doing. And they like that. They like to feel like they have a say in what's happening. And another thing that I do a lot in the classroom that it was also recommended is to use humor. Make the kids laugh a little bit, make them enjoy class, and don't be afraid to get a little bit wacky and silly and say something that's going to make them all laugh. A little bit of that's good. Too much is bad. It's not a comedy hour when you're in the classroom, but the kids appreciate when you crack a joke or something, and it kind of breaks up the monotony of maybe just learning something that they might not be incredibly interested in. And so also, another source that I looked at was by A.J. Giuliani. He's got a great website, and he had a lot of positive tips for what to do, and the one that he recommended that stuck with me the most was the value of maybe stopping lecturing so much and just kind of letting the kids figure things out, let them collaborate a little bit, and the importance of that. And so they really enjoy working together on projects and doing that whole thing. Um, Another tip he had was the value of silence, in the classroom. So too often teachers kind of get in the habit of feeling like they have to constantly be talking, constantly be saying something, constantly be pushing things. And, you can kind of overwhelm the kids by doing that. So sometimes, like for example, in my classroom, when it's homework hour, um, we don't let the kids talk during homework class. They have a time. It's supposed to be quiet. The only time that they can talk is if they have a question, which they come up and ask the teacher, and then that's it. They're not distracting. They're not playing around with friends. It's a quiet study period. And so having one of those is really beneficial for the kids. They can tune everything out and just kind of go from there. And yeah, encouraging trying these tips, trying some of this stuff out in the classroom. I highly recommend it. It's definitely good stuff. Give it a try and let me know how it works. Talk to you guys next time.